Am I doing the sponsors too? So I'm doing the sponsors as well? Okay, so introduction, who I am, thank the sponsors. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Hey, everybody, welcome to Athfest 2025, JOKERJOKERtv at Athfest. My name is Jasmine Janay, and I will be hosting this segment right here. I'm so happy to be here. Just a little bit about myself before we get into our sponsors. Like I said, my name is Jazmin Janay. I'm a singer, songwriter, actor, and dancer, and I am grateful to be here. This is my first time being the interviewer. I've been interviewed on JOKERJOKERtv a couple of times, but this is my first time interviewing, so y'all welcome me. One thing that I have going on right now, a very special project. I'm actually wearing the shirt right now. I am proud to announce that I am on B. Simone's platform for her Let's Try This Again podcast. She has released the beta version of her LTTA app, and I am on one of the episodes that's soon to come, just speaking my truth, telling my story. So definitely check that out. You can follow me on Instagram at Jasmine Janay. That's JazminJanay. But enough about me. Let's go ahead and get into these sponsors, because this is why we're here, right? We're able to be here because of our sponsors. So first, we're going to start off with a major thank you to Athfest Educates, Fog Machine, Doodlebug Productions for the cameras, Pancho's Tacos, and let me just tell you, I just had their chorizo taco and it was busting, y'all. It was so good. Like, oh my gosh, everything about it. I was over here just eating every little piece of meat and cilantro. Delicious. And they're at the end of the Leathers building, so y'all definitely check them out, because I definitely know I will. Major thank you to the Lightroom and also ATHICA. So right now, we're going to go ahead and watch some Cardinal videos. So let's go ahead and get into that.
All right, folks, up next we have Cardinal. And he's going to give us a new track here. So
hello, my name is Cardinal. I'm going to play a song for you today.
best believe I'm a fruit, cause I got that juice, you got Fago. I be chopping it up with your bitch like a smoothie. I'm looking around like, where your mango? Little bitch, I'm on the way to the top. There ain't no place that I can't go. In the back of the bar, sipping on kava until I pop out, I'ma lay low. I'm just here for the girls and the gays. Get that hetero out of my face. Leave all these corny ass niggas amazed. Make a tsunami, I'm making a wave. I'm just here for the girls and the gays. Get that hetero out of my face. Leave all these corny ass niggas amazed. Make a tsunami, I'm making a wave. Fuck all the hate in the face shit. If you ain't about equity, don't even step to me, nigga. I ain't got the patience. My nigga, that's energy wasted. Everybody act like they in their own lane, but these niggas all on the same shit. Half of these niggas right wing adjacent. But McKay is someone's on some yay shit. I'm a free nigga, call me Django. Rock Hawaiian shirts, call me Rango. I do what I wish, no 11-11. I'm doing my thing, hella strange though. Trying to get my name in the crowd. But a lot of these niggas be lanes though. My ship don't already sail, so don't you act like we in the same boat. This the peak, I shit none of y'all seen yet. Every miss that I make is a recess. I ain't playing, little nigga, no recess. When I walk in the room, niggas be stressed. Making niggas panic, taking deep breaths. Need a deep rest, cause I'm depressed. Fuck a fake stream, fuck a fake bean, cause I know that I ain't hit my peak yet. I'ma break the game like it's Skate 3. Me, myself, and I, that's the A-team. I'm a little step up with a clear record, but you best believe I never piss clean. And I'm mad and Eddie when I'm on a beat, cause I'm going dummy, but I plot a scheme. Got your front and center begging on their knees, so I hit it twice, call it double D. You best believe I'm a fruit, cause I got that juice, you got Fago. I be chopping it up with your bitch like a smoothie. I'm looking around like, where your mango? Little bitch, I'm on the way to the top. Ain't no place that I can't go. In the back of the bar, sipping on kava until I pop out, I'ma lay low. Ain't that hard, but I'm realer than most. Niggas be ghosts, middle fingers to the foes and the flays. Everyone know I'm a pro when they make it. Most of these niggas don't know what it takes. Nah, I'm playing, fuck the brag and the boasting. I ain't gon' act like they ain't in my lane, but I'm flipping dishes 6 hours a day. So how come your boy killing the game? Watch how I talk, that's how I'm spitting. Now watch how I walk, that's how I'm living.
Wait, are you high right now?
Bitch, that's a given. Just cop the zip, I ain't flipping. Just pop some ties so I'm tripping though. That's how I'm living, still chillin' though. Ain't here for a milli, Joe, right how I'm feeling. But lately a nigga been feeling broke, so I'm popping out on every stage. Bitch, fuck what everybody say. My whip dirty, but it's paid for. It gets me where I'm going anyway. I've been putting in the hours, just hope it equates to the wage. I just need enough for some flowers. That shit clear my spirit like sage. When I turn this rap shit to my main trade, I'ma show y'all niggas how to maintain. Watch a wired nigga bring the main brain. Bitch, I'm hyper focused on the fame, man. Just started going by my stage name, cause I'm getting on that damn day thing. I be topping the top like it's Beyblade. Just wait till I give him that plantain. You best believe I'm a fruit, cause I got that juice, you got Fago. I be chopping it up with your bitch like a smoothie. I'm looking around like, where your mango? Little bitch, I'm on the way to the top. There ain't no place that I can't go. In the back of the bar, sipping on kava until I pop out, I'ma lay low. I'm just here for the girls and the gays. Get that hetero out of my face. Leave all these corny ass niggas amazed. Make a tsunami, I'm making a wave. I'm just here for the girls and the gays. Get that hetero out of my face. Leave all these corny ass niggas amazed. Make a tsunami, I'm making a wave, ho. Shut your shop, but you ain't even touch the trigger. This is practice. Always practice for something else. Every issue that I face becomes a tool under my belt. It's just practice, and it ain't never gonna be perfect. I ain't stressing about the method, long as I can put the lesson into action. Match my movement with my passion. That's the method to my madness, my nigga. This is Redbird, about to leave a legacy. Legend in the making since I wasn't elementary. Got the heaven sent talent when I spit out blessed beat. If you sleeping on me at this point, then you can rest in peace. Dead ass, steady on the incline, in and out of the gym. Finna dominate the game when I invade it like I'm Sim. The odds of a little nigga losing is slim. No shady, but the rap game do for a trim. I'm the illest MC from the 706. Top 5, not the second, third, fourth, or the fifth. Better be top 5 of all time before I quit. The difference between you and me is I need ass of the trip. I'm my OG chance for rapping shit. My flow go immaculate. We can have it by habit. Ain't no slack in my rapping, bitch. Miss me with that passive lip. Turn it into action. I blow up, bitch. I'm taking over Athens. Did you track it? This is practice. Practice for something bigger. You thought you shot your shot, but you ain't even touch the trigger. This is practice. Always practice for something else. Every issue that I face becomes a tool under my belt. Just practice. And it ain't ever gonna be perfect. I ain't stressing about the method long as I can put the lesson into action. Match my movement with my passion. Yeah. That's the method to my madness, my nigga. This is practice. Yeah, my nigga, this is practice. Bitch, this is practice. This is practice. Practice for something bigger. You thought you shot your shot, but you ain't even touch the trigger. This is practice. Always practice for something else. Every issue that I face.
Welcome back, y'all. So these two artists right here is no stranger to Athfest or JOKERJOKERtv. Cardinal, the leader of the flock, Vic Chestnut Songwriter of the Year nominee, producer, rapper, singer, multi-hyphenate artist. And then we got DK, hip-hop artist, event curator, host, sipper of juice, and my favorite person to take a picture with, my two dear friends. Y'all welcome.
Thanks for having us.
For sure.
How y'all doing?
Feeling good. Happy to be here.
Yes. Cardinal and the Flock played at Athfest last year, Wicked Week main stage. I was there, but tonight is a big night. What you got going on tonight? Tell everybody what you got going on tonight.
Yeah, so we're gonna be playing the Georgia Theater. We're gonna be opening it up. We're gonna be opening for Nappy Roots. Huge. That's starting at 10:20. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I remember last year you had that little. I wish we had like a photo of it. She had like a whole like paper cutout thing of like I saw Cardinal live. It was so fun.
Oh,
it was so fun.
that's
I did make
crazy.
a sign, for sure.
There's a photo out there for sure.
That's how.
So your set is at 10:20, right? Any special appearances or any exclusives that you can give your fans and the JOKERJOKERtv viewers?
I can at least guarantee that the man, homie DK right here, is gonna be up there for one.
Yeah.
He's gonna be debuting a new track from our new project. We still don't have a name for it, but we got songs for it, and that's really what matters.
Facts.
We're gonna get into some names because I got
Okay.
some little ideas. So we're gonna go through that in a minute. So is
Okay.
this y'all's first time playing at the Georgia Theater?
Yeah, actually, yeah. That's my
Actually,
How
on
did
the.
that feel?
honestly surreal.
Very much
it's
so.
always been like one of my main. Personally, I'll say like that's.
Bucket
One of
list.
one of the first ever like bucket list entries. Like it's one of the first things I even thought of. I have had two goals as long as I've been doing music, and one of them is to do Sanford Coliseum, just because that's that's I feel like that's the only like
Peak of the peak.
yeah check out Stanford. But the other one's the Georgia Theater. That has been like the main goal since I saw like shout out Cheese Dream, one of our old high school homie bands. I saw them in Nuclear Tourism way back in the day at the Georgia Theater. Yeah, shout out. They're super fucking cool. But we're ever since then I've just been locked in on the idea of nailing that venue down, and it's finally here. It's finally here
tonight.
I was so shook when I got the invite. We were thinking because initially we were gonna play on the rooftop, but they were trying to like work out the logistics of getting like 8 people on stage, and that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
We got everybody this time around too, so it's gonna be DJ Izzy. We got all my my main
full band
folks. Is everybody.
Everybody.
So, yeah. It's gonna be something different.
Man, I know how hard it is to get people together, but man, Georgia Theater, y'all better come on. And you got everybody.
Ain't no other way.
We're gonna get it together for the one time.
Yeah. How do you feel about playing the Georgia Theater for the first time?
It feels great, honestly, because I've been performing for a long time. the rooftop, I've done that a handful of times, and that's cool. But you touch that rooftop, and then you get that itch. You like, I get to the rooftop. You know, I'm one step closer to that main thing.
Yeah, just go down. Just go down.
Exactly. Just put me on there. And so it's good to be on there, and not only be on there like just for something else, like just because it's actually Athfest.
Yes.
So we know it's gonna be a big show.
For sure.
Crowd's gonna be great. Energy's gonna be great. So we gonna seize the moment and live up to it.
I'm gonna be right there, front row center, honey. I am coming. But we're gonna come back to tonight. But back on June the 10th, you celebrated the 3-year anniversary of your first mixtape, Back to the Nest. Congratulations on that. Did you do anything special to celebrate?
This year around, I did not. I have this one. I have a plan moving forward. I might do it for the 5-year. So I did one remaster, but I did it like the year after the project came out, and I was not much better than I was the year before. So
you give yourself no time.
You know, I need to stretch and grow a little bit, but I think I'm gonna give it another shot. It'll probably be another couple years, but
Man, 2 new plugins and jump the gun.
Facts. I got the producer suite, and I was like, all right, we're locked in now.
Oh man.
What's your favorite track on that mixtape?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. It's a little bit tricky. I would say if you're going off the ones that I play live and just what I enjoy the most, like in actually like performing, I'd probably go with If You Love It. That one's just you can't go wrong.
Give people what they want.
You know, that's on pop for a reason. I'll say though, the most underrated track on that project to me personally is a song called Rags. It's the song that comes right after If You Love It. Of course. You know, people heard If You Love It, they're like, that's all I need. That's all I need. But no, Rags. That song, it's just like a single verse track, but it's got one of my favorite hooks that I've ever performed. So, you know, that's one of those ones. If any of them are getting remastered, that's top of the list.
That's the one.
Top of the list.
I have two. My favorite one is If You Love It. You know, the truth of that song and your vocals are just chef's kiss. And also gospel, How to Be Grateful. That beat is hard, bro. I was like, yes. So those are my two favorites. So
that's funny. I don't hear a lot of folks talk about that one anymore. I guess it doesn't help. I don't really play it that often live. Yeah, I'm like, it's probably been like 2 years since I played it live, but honestly, I might have to throw one out. If I see you in the crowd, I'll think about it 100%.
Okay, well then you might want to go ahead and rehearse that, because yes, bring it on back out, dust it off.
Oh yeah.
So, DK, I know you have a handful of projects going on, including one with Cardinal, which we'll discuss later. But I heard that you have one with Catch One Baldy. Tell us more about that.
I may or may not have an album with Catch One Baldy. It's about what we chop it down to. So over the last summer, we recorded like 20 or so tracks, and we managed to chop it down to about 12. And we getting ready to release our first music video for it, titled Black Road Babies. That's coming out soon.
Sweet.
Yeah. So it's been a lot of fun working with Catch One Baldy. So I kind of been like along the whole spectrum of hip hop. Honestly, working with a little bit of everybody. I've been heavy on my collab game this year.
I see.
I'll just say that I've been working with quite a few people. Yeah, trying to get in my bag, show my versatility and whatnot. So it's been fun. And Catch One, he's a very underrated intellectual and lyricist. So that was a fun challenge. Every time I got in the studio with him, and it's like, I got this song, and this will be the one where I bar him up. And it's like, this subject matter, it's like, this my zone right here. So it's like, he got to keep up.
You said bar him up. What does that mean for people that don't know what bar him up mean?
It's mean like, out rapping him, having the better flow, the better lyrics. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm about to carry the song. And then he come out there and do something off the wall.
Wow.
And it's just like, and then on top of that, he's not writing. So he's in there just freestyling on some like Lil Wayne type stuff while I'm in there writing for 2 hours.
Dang.
And then he just obliterate my whole song idea in 30 minutes with no pen or pad. It's just like, bruh.
Just go in the booth and blaze.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
So yeah,
He's saying this like he don't do the exact same thing to me.
But he was.
Oh.
I try to hold my own wherever I'm at. But yeah, Keswa is definitely one of the ones where I felt like I might have met my match. Mm-hmm. So it'll be fun for people to hear that journey and that process, because we did. We started off with like 1 or 2 songs in a session, and then next thing you know, we were doing like 4 a session and recording every week for like 2 months.
Wow.
So yeah, and then the subject matter got deeper. I was able to get him to be more vulnerable and touch on subjects he may have never rapped about before. Wow. And it was kind of like an interview for me, because I've always been a fan of him, and we went to high school together. So I've known a lot about his journey personally, and so I kind of had a lot of questions to ask, since I've kind of been observing more on the outside looking in, since we weren't necessarily friends, but I was aware of his existence and things that he was going through. But then through that, I was kind of like seeking an understanding of who he was, what he was going through, and the person he's also trying to evolve to be in the future as well.
Wow, man, I cannot wait to hear this.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be deep, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. No doubt. Man, so how did y'all 2 link up?
Ooh, I personally blame Cassie Chantel.
Shout out.
Cassie, if she find an artist she like, she big on her shout out game, and giving them opportunities to be more successful. And so I think she put Cardinal on. It was some type of festival, or it was Bonnaroo.
Oh yeah, it had to have been Bonnaroo.
It was Bonnaroo that we both performed at. And so I was hearing a lot about Cardinal, and I think the Beak video had either just dropped or was getting ready to drop. So I was seeing teasers from it, from them and Brasher, and so I was like, who is this young lyricist that I'm starting to hear about? And then I go to Bonnaroo to see for myself, and it's like, oh, Cassie don't tell no lies. And so next thing you know, we were doing shows together, and the chemistry was always great. We've done all types of shows, from big events to breweries to house parties. And so like getting back into that element, I was kind of like slipping away from that aspect. You know how artists get thinking they trying to get big and go mainstream, and sometimes you forget about the little things.
Yeah.
And so Cardinal kind of helped me tap back into that youthful spirit, and like just going for things, going for opportunities, seizing the moment, and just making things work in the moment. Sometimes you do house shows, sometimes things fall apart, sound don't work as well. You know, and you could be like frustrated and, you know, have that ego and feel like you're supposed to have the most professional setup and whatnot. But that's also not the most fun for the artists or the people involved as well. So we became really focused on building community, and we just started enjoying hanging out with each other. And through that process, it became music.
Yeah, I can't tell you the amount of times we'd be like, y'all, we got to record this song right now. We'll pull up for one verse, a single verse, and then just end up just like sitting around playing like Elden Ring or whatever.
How we end up on Mario Kart?
Right.
Oh, Mario Kart? That is
Locked
my
in.
jam right there, man.
It's
Mario
like,
Kart.
why am I getting beat up on Smash Bros? And I'm supposed to
Smash
be,
Brothers?
and I owe you like 2 verses right now.
We do have a project. Sparking
Yeah.
Zero. But it is what it is.
Exactly. So that's what made it fun. And I know for me personally, I got to a point where I was kind of frustrated with the hip hop space, and I was kind of starting to feel a lot uncomfortable. And Cardinal, on top of, you know, just us hanging out, they were also doing the open mic. So I was going to McKay a lot as well.
Yes.
And so
Shout out
Cardinal,
Shout out McKay.
Cardinal honestly just became all around safe space. They're always welcoming, always encouraging, always building community and including people, sharing opportunities. And so I'm always happy to be involved and help with a movement like that. Yeah.
Wow. So this project that y'all are working on, or have y'all finished it? Y'all still working on it?
We finished the writing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But
we still got like one more we got to record. I think like a verse and maybe 2.5 verses. I think it's like 2.5 verses. We're really close.
So really close.
Yeah.
So when do y'all want to release it?
We're aiming for August.
August.
We're aiming for August. Yeah. It's either going to be late August, early September. You know, somewhere in that in that range. It all depends on. We're trying to get a music video going too. So
Big facts.
that's gonna be the main thing. Just making sure we get that done. Just started recording my own videos and stuff, in house. So we're gonna see how that goes.
That's gonna be a doozy.
Yeah,
Okay.
it'll be my second music video too. Practice my last one, the ones you literally just saw.
Yes.
I actually edited that all myself.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Dang,
Yeah.
that's
Learn my own
amazing.
thing. I wear many hats.
Yes, you do.
I can't wear actual hats, so I just have to
wear all the metaphorical.
You know. That's the main thing.
I feel that for sure.
So, do y'all have any names for the project?
He said he had one.
So, the name that came to mind as we were making the project was kind of like Bird Brain, just because Cardinal's a little younger. So you kind of come in with the assumption that it's going to be a lot more scattered thoughts and kind of like kind of bird brainish, kind of like more unorthodox, and like especially with the subject matter we're talking about, because like at one point the project got like super political, and so when you're young you kind of lean in more into like the rebellious nature of it,
right.
And the protesting. But then there's also the aspect of like the actual politics, the more mundane aspects, like voting for DAs and judges and going to city halls and actually being aware of the politics going around you nationally, but locally as well.
Yeah.
And so like
personally, yeah.
So Bird Brain to me was kind of like an oxymoron, because you come in with that assumption,
Right.
but then we kind of like structured those thoughts through conversation and through the music as well.
Wow.
There's a lot of nuance on this project.
Yeah.
It is a lot of nuance on this project.
Because at first it was kind of like a lot of angry rapper stuff, a lot of stuff that was going on in the community. But then, we kind of like flipped it and it became like introspective. And so we started to reflect on like the things that influence those feelings and the things going on in the bigger picture, and the things that are going on in politics, and the things that kind of shape the hip hop culture that we may like overlook sometimes.
I took the liberty of using my fiance, which is ChatGPT. We have become engaged now. So this is what ChatGPT says. It says, here are some creative and punchy mixtape name ideas for a collab between Cardinal and The Flock with DK. Let me get some of that juice. Blending bird/flight themes with DK's catchy juice vibes. So they gave me like 20 of them.
That's crazy.
They gave me like 20 of them. So I'm going to choose
That
like the 4 that
is
I was just like,
wild.
what? But so the first one is like, the bird and juice vibes. Flock and flow and squeeze the juice. Number 2, the juice nest tapes. Number 3, flight mode drip edition. Number 4, the Cardinal Code volume DK. And then some of the
Whoa.
playful titles are Juice Flock Chronicles, Airborne and Juiced, Drip, Beak Theory, and Squawk and Sip.
Squawk and sip.
Squawk and sip.
Diabolical. Nasty word.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
So,
my goodness.
before we wrap up, I do want to just congratulate y'all on a successful show tonight.
Thank you.
Y'all have been dreaming about this. I know playing the Georgia Theater is on the top of my bucket list, so
For sure.
I'm living through y'all. I will be out there in the audience. But just right quick, if y'all can tell everyone how to follow you on social media.
Oh yeah, if you wanna.
Okay, I'll go first since mine is more annoying. You can find me on any and all social media at Shmokage DK, and that is SHMOKAGEDK. And once again, that is SHMOKAGEDK. And if you wonder if you're in the right place, 9 times out of 10, it's a little ninja Naruto character on my profile page. And if you see him, then you're in the right place.
If you want to find myself, I'm on all social media as Cardinal, like the bird, but with a Y instead of an I. So CARDYNAL. I am on all social media is Cardinal Flies, You can find my music just Cardinal as is.
Well, you're the easy one to find.
Plain and
with
simple.
that Y.
Keep it real simple.
You cracked the code with that one.
Well, Cardinal and the Flock with DK is opening for the Nappy Roots tonight at 10:20 at the Georgia Theater. Do not miss the show. I know I will not miss it. Thank y'all. See y'all. Stay tuned. We got more coming up, so stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. We got more coming up. Bye.
Athfest 2025, let the sweaty summer nights begin. Oh, Athfest 2025, we got every kind of art digging. Athfest 2025, let's get curious and kind tonight. Oh, Athfest 2025, this town does it right. 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 Athfest 2025, let the sweaty summer nights begin. Oh, Athfest 2025, we got every kind of art digging. Athfest 2025, let's get curious and kind tonight. Oh, Athfest 2025, this town does it right. This town does it right. This town does it right. This town does it right.
Hello, Steve Houston here, and welcome back to Athfest 2025 as presented by JOKERJOKERtv. Yeah! Okay, well, what's going on here? We just heard from Cardinal and the Flock and TK, Jasmine Janay. Amazing, amazing stuff. Amazing, as my favorite Finnish game player would say, amazing. All right, but now we're going to talk to Slightly Famous, a band that's going to play, well, we'll find out soon. But first, we're going to go down the line, y'all. And you with the fine shirt, I want to know your name and what do you play in the band?
My name is Vaylor Trucks, and yes, I'm related. Butch Trucks was my father.
Awesome.
I'm the kid on the cover of the Brothers and Sisters album, and I play guitar for this fine establishment, sir.
Indeed. Lucky to have him. Vaylor Trucks, so I'm Jonathan Spencer, actor, musician, lead producer, Svengali.
Yes.
I'm Laura Wiggins. I'm an actress, but I do backup vocals tonight, just whatever they need with the vocal department.
Oh, she's understated.
She's
sounds understated. I agree with that.
Mighty Mouse right here. She's the leader.
That Mighty Mouse is like that.
I'm just here to get everyone riled up, you know.
That's a good role.
And leave.
Sir, what do you do?
My name's Kane Stanley, and I'm a drummer in slightly famous Somebodies. I'm also an Athens native, and I've been playing drums in the Classic City for over 30 years.
Cosmic Charlie.
I've probably played in more bands than there are letters in the alphabet.
Bro, Athens, same here.
Yeah.
Cedar Shoals?
No, but Athens General. That's where I was born.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I wasn't born here, but I was Cedar Shoals.
I didn't go to high school.
You didn't go to high school. You're very lucky.
Laura's an Oconee graduate.
Cedar Shoals was a nightmare, and it was a nightmare. It was an interesting time. A lot of nunchucks. We did nunchucks out there. It was the
why
time.
I didn't go to high school.
Yeah, it was the time. It was violent. It was extremely violent out there in the country.
Is that a humble brag? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know what it is. You know, when you're from out in the sticks, you don't know what you're saying half the time. One of you, what sort of music do you do? How can you typify it? Is it rock and roll with an indie edge, or just say something? What do you do?
Kind of, I would say the production concept is fluid, but it kind of started with the idea of having a couple of women lead voices with rich harmonies supporting it. And Laura and I were in Los Angeles for 11 years, so I kind of pictured it as like the 70s Laurel Canyon coming down the hill towards Hollywood with everybody in the back of a convertible, you know, with like Crosby, Stills, and Nash supporting the Indigo Girls with Mark Ford and I don't know, and Robin Ford on lead guitars or something with you know, a couple. So the color comes from, I like to say color with a U, not to be pretentious, just to be textural about the way that we're applying the different elements. So we have Vaylor Trucks and John Neff on pedal steel and Vaylor on
John's
finger
amazing.
guitar. So they're kind of the dominant colors that come on top. And then Laura Wiggins and Mackenzie are our vocal leads and vocal harmonies. So there's a lot of woos, wahs, and washes. And we dip into the psychedelic. I haven't had a drink in 8 years, but I like to say we're the soberest drug band ever. So the music goes there for sure.
It definitely feels like LA. I'm thinking swingers. Kind of a swingers, it's a giant place, and you're kind of.
It is a giant place, indeed.
Recessed room where you can go down and.
Absolutely.
And
what would you say? Yeah, go.
Well, I was just going to say it started as like a tribute for Kevin Kinney. We did a little mini tour with him, so he turned into somewhat of a just like, I don't know, just everything. I'm very into him, so we did the Set in Stone, and then it kind of turned more into an Athens tribute band.
Cool.
And then we were like, well, gosh, we'll just do some originals too, which is
going
awesome.
so good.
But my other thing was Kane also adds like he's one of those drummers where like you can feel so many textures, you know, like he doesn't just give us a beat. Like that's fantastic. Cool vocalization on it.
That's
a true drummer. It's another instrument in the band.
And just his personalities with all of us, it's just been like an amazing blessing for me, because Kane and I go way back to the John Spencer house explosion in Athens in the 90s, jamming E minor all night. But he personally provides like the grounded, centered yang to my manic yin. That like this thing would fall off the wheels.
I used to play bass from my manic yin.
We need action figures called manic yins of us. Like we need action figures.
Definitely.
By
the end of this weekend, we'll have action figures. We got T-shirts.
We do have T-shirts for sale at our show. I
love those T-shirts.
Which is 10 p.m. Paloma Park stage tomorrow, Saturday.
Thank you. That's what I was getting to.
You can come with a wristband, or you can come with a club crawl pass, or you can just pay $10 cover at the gate and see just our show. So you don't have to have the wristband. And for old 90s people like me, Paloma Park Stage is behind the old engine room in Washington.
I remember. I
tell all your
many a night,
So we're going to start at 10
many a
p.m.
wayward
sharp,
night.
and we'll play 10 to 11.
Okay, 10 to 11,
10 sharp.
Paloma Park. Tomorrow night.
Doors open at 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love the T-shirt. It reminds me of, you know, those T-shirts that say college.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
We figured
it's kind of Laura grew up here and she went to Oconee, but both of us.
Yeah, Oconee.
I'll say this on TV. I unfortunately in the 90s was roommates with a lot of the Elephant Six guys. Sorry, guys. So we years later still have like a little bit of a clash. So we love getting everyone to roll their eyes at us because we're slightly famous somebodies from Hollywood. So it's a little bit Monty Python tongue-in-cheek,
Yeah.
but it's a little bit like Almost Famous like this, too.
Yeah. You have to do that.
I see it as the Choose Life T-shirts from Wham.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Or Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
We got all sorts of cultural references here. Okay, pop culture. Speaking of this, doing that to the world. I know you've acted quite a bit, Jonathan, but
not as much as Laura.
Okay.
I don't know. He was the guest star on everything for many years.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that was
So, the necrophilia scene and the cannibal scene.
Oh my gosh.
It's etched in my brain, and I think I talked to you about this earlier.
Well, everyone has to get their start somewhere. So
Right.
necrophilia
Well,
is a
necrophilia
deep way
and
in, let's say.
cannibalism is a good end to just life itself.
Of all the ends.
That's right. So, what was your experience like working with Charlie D? Glenn,
yeah, sure.
Mac, Charlie Day, and all those people.
Yeah, absolutely. It was outstanding. Of all,
And did you meet Danny DeVito?
Absolutely.
My God.
He came in hungover on limoncello at 8 in the morning, ready for his scene. It wasn't until 4 hours later. But yeah, I got to meet everybody. That show was a great experience. I was coming off of Gilmore Girls at the time, which is it was also a great experience,
Right.
but the totally opposite because it's a very highly scripted show.
Yeah.
If you say A instead of the, they cut and start over. And Always
Wow.
Sunny is the opposite of that. So it was completely improv, and you had X amount of time to get from A to B in the scene, and then you did many, many takes, kind of sparring and setting each other up for the comedy. And that's the way Laura and I approach music. We had a band together in LA, kind of a comedy rock duo 15 years ago. Yeah. And we approach music the same way, where it's an ensemble layup of like setting each other up for the win. And you kind of don't know where it's going. You don't sit around and plan it at taco stand talking loudly for everybody to hear you. Sorry, guys. So we find it as we go, and we sail the ship of Theseus into the port kind of thing. And Always Sunny was the same style of acting. Like, you just didn't know what was going to happen in the scene. Right. So Rob McElhaney, who's married to Sweet D, to Caitlin Olsen.
Oh, yeah.
He came up to me at 6 o'clock in the morning in the wardrobe trailer and said, "Okay, Spencer, my wife is having morning sickness, and no one knows she's pregnant." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, are we cutting the scene?" He goes, "No, we are not cutting the scene. I want you to think of the most disgusting thing you can possibly think of, and make her puke."
You did it. You did it.
That I didn't think much, but that's how the line "I like yogurt up my ass and a popsicle stick in my mouth" became a line on Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And her reaction, where she goes, "Oh my God, is completely real."
Right.
Not
She's
acting.
feeling that yogurt and the,
Charlie turns away and he goes, "Oh my God, look at this guy!" And he said that to Rob, and they left it in the scene. So it was a blast working on that.
That's
And they
so
shoot
much fun.
on it's still called a mop cam or a stick cam, where they have two cameras on a stick, one close and one medium. Yeah. So you're allowed to riff. You're not stuck in the frame of the shot. Sorry, that's why I was asking where your cameras are. You can actually hop up and move around, which was nice. But, it's a terrific experience.
No wonder that show's still around, because it's just brilliant the way it just sort of
thanks so
rolls
much.
off, and it's funny as crap. You were in Shameless. Were you in Shameless?
I'll
too?
segue out of that real quick. At the same time that I was shooting,
I need to see that show.
When I was shooting Always Sunny, at the same time I was filming.
I know.
I was filming Pineapple Express at the same time. So I've got the first scene with Bill Hader in the bunker, making him smoke the item 9. And those guys on Always Sunny, all they wanted to know was how Judd Apatow and how he worked. So they were asking me a million questions of how Pineapple was going. Yeah. And it was shortly after that, it was about a year later, that Laura and I both ended up on Shameless. I just played Andy in one episode, but Laura had a serious regular role. She was Karen Jackson in the first 3 seasons.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So she has more screen time than any of us, and more directors. And Laura, you can tell us all about that.
Yes, please tell us about Shameless. William H. Macy.
Macy.
Gosh, it was a long time ago. Like, I was still using a fake ID on that show. I'm still trying to remember what 40 Watt show I went to, and I was still waiting to hear back. But it was top of the line. You have Eddie Joel Murray, who played my dad, who was kind of interesting to see another Murray brother, like do his thing.
And Joan Cusack played your mom.
Joan
right?
Cusack was my mom.
Wow.
It was stacked, and then
That's
Jeremy Allen
amazing.
White, nobody really knew him at the time, but obviously very
Now he's
talented.
Bruce Springsteen.
Now,
and
if
the
I
Bear.
can, though, I would like to take my 5 minutes of press to let y'all know there's an Athens film called American Deadbolt. Have you heard of that one? That
I've
was
heard of it,
premiering
yes.
at Cine?
Yes.
So
Laura just had her premiere
I'm in
last
that
week.
one, but
Oh, wow.
that's,
She's
yeah, but
one
that
of the
was
leads.
here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I've
With
heard
our
of that.
local, Brian Reddings, local director. And
Yeah, Chris Hines,
Athena
Brian
Studios.
Redding,
Yeah.
Clint. Yeah, and she had a big premiere last weekend.
But,
It was super fun.
Oh, that's great.
Always willing to answer shameless questions. It was a while ago at this point.
I need to watch it.
Laura's
first.
a young mom
Come
now,
back
and
and I
everybody
will
wants to
ask
talk
you.
about the past.
Yeah,
So
right.
We got our stars pointed
I don't
northward.
regret the nudity. I've had 2 children.
Okay, now I really need to watch it. Okay.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Now everybody has stopped watching us.
Okay.
and-
Yeah,
All of a
they're
sudden,
ashamed.
we
Look
got
at
some
Taylor's shirt, it's
people
really
are
cute.
perking up on stream here. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Slightly famous
Well,
somebodies.
okay. As we wrap it up, what any of
No
you,
nudity.
what do you got to say about the music you're about to do tomorrow? Life in general,
We would be remiss if we don't
existential
let
questions.
Vaylor tie this up with an Allman Brothers something because it's
Okay.
What?
Okay.
It's son of an almond. So I don't know.
Okay.
However you want to tie that in would be.
Okay, I can say this. As we were rehearsing one of the songs the other day, I decided to slip in a melody of an Allman Brothers song called Mountain Jam. None of these guys caught it. So
I disagree.
I didn't know the one, but I knew the vibe.
Athens natives.
I was cheering you on.
Athens natives
I knew
would
the
do that,
vibe.
yeah.
I was like,
You just couldn't hear me because we were rocking out.
oh, there you go.
I was still trying to figure out that the 10th was the major third, but it's the higher. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's all right. I'm still working on that.
All's well. But no, I played in a band with my father for 3 years called Butch Trucks and the Freight Train Band. It was one
great.
of the last projects he did before he died. And one of the legacy items that he's left behind for us is a music camp that's run out of the Catskills called Roots Rock Revival. And I teach at that camp every year. And it's happening at the end of July. So if anyone's interested, rootsrockrevival.com.
Look it up. Look it up.
And you're teaching on Masters Camp at Sea on Jam Cruise. So
Exactly.
Like 4th year in a row?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
is
So
that for adults or kids?
everyone, anyone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We've had kids as young as 6 and then, all the way up to like 80. So, yeah.
We had a drummer here. He was 6.5.
Yeah.
He was a monster. He says
wow.
he
My
loves
gosh.
Led Zeppelin and AC/DC.
There you go.
He filled the room up.
Yeah.
He could do
Wow.
rolls.
Yeah.
He was 6.5. He was
wow.
playing for the Rishis.
Maybe there is reincarnation.
And his
I
name
don't
is
know.
Rishi.
Like, dang.
His mom and dad are the leaders of the Rishis.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Oh, what a
Kane's,
fantastic
I will say
experience.
last on Kane. Kane's Grateful Dead tribute band based out of Athens,
Cosmic
Cosmic Charlie,
Charlie.
is
I
on their
know them.
26th year
wow.
this year, and they're touring
Wow.
all summer long. So everybody catch Cosmic
I remember
Charlie.
when you guys started. Oh, my
And the steeple people.
God.
That
And
was
Baylor
really
has
good.
a primary band with his sister Melody.
Yeah.
It's called an
Brother and Sister.
Brother and Sister, named after the album, of course. So
Right.
catch them as well.
Fantastic,
But
fantastic.
This project is the culmination of probably
15 people?
50, how many months have
God,
we worked on this?
15 months
Since
is when
last
we
year,
And
yeah.
really,
studio first.
it's been a lot of studio work, and we're looking forward to playing live.
Yes.
Because we want to bring it to the people.
Yeah.
There you
I know
go.
we will.
And we have a whole album that you haven't heard yet. But you're
In the
gonna-
can.
Coming out. When's it coming out?
Let's say August. I keep
There you
saying that,
go.
but there's 3 singles already online everywhere that people can see,
All
and
your
we're
streaming
releasing new
services.
singles every
Just
2
follow
months.
the carrot.
And our
Yeah.
original song, Hidden Track, is coming out on Sirius XM next week, world premiere.
Very cool.
Through Dean Baldwin
Very
and Classic
cool.
Vinyl. So we're
I
thrilled.
know the feeling. I keep saying like,
You're going to catch the shadow.
yeah,
man. Don't
yeah.
worry.
To say it's going to be out in August, it's going to be out in September. I get it. But check them out on the socials. And thank you very much
Thank
for being
you.
here. We appreciate it.
Thank you all so
Thank
much.
you.
Slightly famous.
10 p.m.
See them.
Saturday. Thanks,
10
everybody.
o'clock.
See what?
Sandstone.
Is already out.
It's going to be up next.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, how
Cool.
cool.
Thank you.
Please enjoy our song.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
All right. Take it away, Eileen.
I like what's happening.
Hello again. This is Steve Houston for JOKERJOKERtv Athfest 2025 content. And we are talking to Ashes To Omens right now, who, well, first of all, let's go down the line, and y'all tell us who you are and what you play in the band.
Gotcha.
Sir.
I am Trip Cooper. I am the guitar player and backing vocals.
I'm James Brenton. I'm singer, frontman.
Nathan Brett, guitar and backing vocals.
Casey Lee, I am the drummer.
Okay, fantastic. So tell us a little bit of something about the band, how maybe you got together, and maybe what your influences are. You know, I know you play rock and roll with, you had mentioned, what's your name again?
James.
James, you mentioned Trivium. Trivium's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely sort of a progressive metal thing going on. That's cool. Well, tell us something about yourselves, just down the line.
Me?
Yeah.
We all found each other on a dating app.
Oh, there you go.
I'm just playing. No.
Grinder. There you go.
I did find them on Craigslist.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Craigslist. I don't know if that's still around, but we found.
It's all good.
We found one another mostly through Nucci Space and Craigslist.
Yeah.
Started band actually 8 years ago today in 2017.
Awesome. Anniversary.
Yeah, anniversary, 8-year anniversary. Super excited about that. But I found Casey and kind of kicked it off. You know, hit it off with him really well musically, and from there, you know, found some other people. Went through a few people. Found Nathan, and then right behind him found Trip, and kind of the rest is history for us.
Awesome. Tell us where and when you're playing tomorrow. Right? You're gonna be at is it Flickr?
Whole Street Stage.
Whole Street Stage. Tell us when and where. Well, you already told us when. Just tell us about it.
Yeah, Whole Street, 7:15.
7:15. Okay.
Was it 45-minute set?
Yeah, like 45.
Okay.
Yeah,
Whole Street. James, you had mentioned you're gonna do a show with Beast Mode at some point. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we love Beast Mode. I've been knowing Henry and Corey for a long time.
Henry's a buddy of mine.
Good dudes, and
they're great. We
got to play with them earlier this year for the first time in many years at Livewire, and so they're actually playing the 6 or 6:15 slot on Whole Street as well.
Okay.
So they're going to play, and then it'll be us, and then followed by Phantom Dan before the stages close down.
That's all right. That's a good lineup, a good three-way lineup, and I'm sorry. I mean, we talked about Grinder, and I said three-way. That's just.
That's all right.
I'm a horrible person. Okay, I'm a horrible person.
That's
That's right. Not a sponsor. Not a sponsor of anything really, other than the people that sponsor JOKERJOKERtv. We love you. Anyway,
Also, a shout out, sorry.
Yeah, please do.
We have one member that is not here with us, our bassist, Christopher Epps. Shout out to Christopher Epps.
Yeah.
He's a hard-working fella. He's still at work. So.
Okay, I hear that. I feel that. Tell us about kind of what your influences are as far as music or even non-musical influences for the band.
Casey, you want to go this way?
Sure. Some of my personal influences stem from Daniel Dare from Nickelback. I know Nickelback gets hate. They're a solid band, though. Trivium, as James mentioned. Yeah, man. I mean,
cool.
Just mainstream rock.
Yeah, that's all. There's nothing wrong with that. Tell us, just to wrap it up, if you have any shout-outs for some of the gear that you use. I love my amp and head, so, but just, if you want to.
I want to shout out ESP because I really need another guitar. I also want Ernie Ball because I go through strings like nobody's business.
I know the feeling.
I replace after every single show.
Yep.
So I need new strings. So shout out Ernie Ball and ESP.
This is real talk, people.
Yeah, I just broke my Epiphone Les Paul, so if you guys want to help a boy out.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Evans drumheads.
There you go.
I moved to Evans.
All right.
Best drumhead.
Ashes to Omens. It was great meeting you, and we're looking forward to hearing you tomorrow night.
Yeah. Thank you guys tomorrow night.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Howdy again. This is Steve Houston coming at you again. JOKERJOKERtv Athfest 2025, baby. We are talking now to the Vassar Blondes, a band that's going to play at Athfest. And let's just go down the line. Tell us who you are and what you do with the band.
Cool. I'm Megan. I am lead vocals.
I'm Jared. I play bass and I'm one of the songwriters.
Great. Fantastic. Tell the audience where you're going to play and when. Tomorrow. I guess it's tomorrow, right?
It's
tomorrow
night.
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
okay.
We'll be
Fantastic.
at the Georgia Theater rooftop, 10 p.m. for a rockin' good time.
We're playing with Nick Malice and the Borealis and Atticus Ronus. So it's
Cool.
going to be a good time.
Cool.
On top of everything that's happening indoors.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Well, the rooftop is fabulous.
It's
I
fun.
love the
It's a lot of fun.
rooftop. Yeah.
It's a good time.
It's going to be
all
hot.
right.
It's gonna be hot.
But it'll be dark.
You're going to
so
be
it'll be
elevated.
okay.
There's going to be a little more wind shear, you know?
We'll take
And
it.
you can have a nice refreshing drink.
It
while
won't be.
you're there.
It will not be 3 o'clock on the main
No,
stage,
it
so
won't
it's
be.
okay.
It'll be a little cooler.
It'll be all right.
Fantastic. Tell us something. Tell us first of all. Do you have any releases coming up? Vinyl, digital, whatever.
We released. We did a digital release of an album, self-titled album. We did it last August, and it's on all the streaming platforms. So we haven't done any physical releases yet.
Okay. What's the name of it?
It's just self-titled. It's the Vassar Blondes.
Vassar Blondes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us something about your influences, how you write songs, and any meaning or any existential crises that led to this.
Well, the songs tend to be about everything other than love songs. There's really not love songs. It kind of runs the gamut of I write a little bit. I tend to be the primary lyric writer just because nobody else is doing it. So
Yeah.
I've been writing lyrics about. I write lyrics about artificial intelligence.
Wow.
Psychosis.
Yeah. Well, I know that feeling.
There's a song about Mount Kilauea, the volcano. So it's just really whatever comes into my mind whenever there's something musically happening.
I love volcanoes. Mount Kilauea. I want to go there. It's a high magnesium, high iron content basaltic lava that would just flow over your hands and burn it to a cinder.
But you're not supposed to take any of the stones from the beaches. Have you ever heard this?
I know.
a-
Yeah. Even though it's
Did
like
you do it?
They're being made constantly.
Right.
Yeah, I would do it. and you didn't hear that.
You take some
my
bad juju with
profession
you?
is that crap.
Oh, okay. You're a
Rocks.
geologist?
I'm
Rocks.
a geologist.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm literally a geologist.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm that bad. I'm a nerd. Do you? I mean, we talked a little bit before, and real young folks, they go on the road. But do you have any plans to go somewhere else to play your music?
We're going to play in Atlanta in August. We're supposed to be playing at the Star Bar.
Oh, cool.
On the 2nd, so that should be a good time.
It is a good time. I played there, and you're going to have a blast.
We were scheduled to play there in January, and that was the day that it snowed.
Mm-hmm.
The one day it snowed was the day that we were supposed to go play Atlanta, so we didn't make it out there, but we're supposed to make it back out there in August.
Very
Looking
cool.
forward to it.
Very cool. All right. Do you have anything else to say? Anything to add? Tell the people out there. This is your show.
Well, we're going to be at the theater on the
Yeah, come
rooftop,
check us out.
and it should be a good time. We're excited about it.
Fabulous. 10 o'clock tomorrow night, rooftop. It'll be great.
Yeah, little
Beautiful.
indie sound, little theatrical.
Vassar
have a good
Blondes. Now,
time.
I have to ask this. Where does the name Vassar Blondes come from?
This is good stuff.
So I collect jazz records, and
I know the feeling.
I had a Mingus record, and on the back of it, he was talking about Vassar girls who used to come slum it in the jazz clubs. Mm-hmm. So they were from Vassar College.
Right.
And I just thought that was a really interesting thing, just Vassar girls. And so when we were forming the band, I just thought that it was interesting, but instead of the Vassar girls, I was like, what about the Vassar Blondes? And everybody's like, yeah, all right. That's literally where
it's very catchy.
You know,
And Charles Mingus is one of the greatest bass players ever.
It's fantastic.
And you play bass.
Yeah,
fantastic.
So it all works out.
Good stuff. Yeah, everything comes together. It's all colliding. No existential crises here. Vassar Blondes tomorrow night
come check us out.
at the rooftop of the theater at 10 p.m. How do we find you online? And how do you find you?
Online.
Tell the folks
online, the
interwebs.
socials.
We on the social medias. We're on Instagram. That's primarily where we're found. It's the Vassar Blondes, VASSAR.
There you go.
Blondes.
Hey.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Yeah, it was a good time.
song is about a 71 Fender Mustang guitar.
Through headphones It's my
Brain computer interface.
It's my
Brain computer interface.
It's my
Brain computer interface.
It's my cosmetically invisible. It will allow me to remote control a laptop computer on my own level. The uploading of my new songs will require a surgical robot. Insert a percent almost ever done. A digital layer of human face. Cyber tendril piercing cell membranes. I know what you're uncovering my mind. I know what you're uncovering my mind.
Where's my eye line? Howdy, howdy. Steve Houston here for JOKERJOKERtv Athfest 2025. We're here with the Grocks, and the Grocks rock. Let me tell you that. Let's just start off down the line. You, sir, down the line, tell us what your name is, who you are, and what you do for the band.
My name is Eric George. I'm the newest member of the Grocks. I'm the bass player. Been with them just shy of a year now, something like that.
Yeah.
And we moved to Athens right on 5 years ago. And
the blood on the contract is still wet.
Yeah, and it still burns. So it's a mild chafing. So just happy to be here and playing with these guys.
Great.
Well, I'm Nick Shelton. I was the new guy until Eric came along. I'm about to hit 2 years now. Lead guitar. That's about it. It's been fun.
I am the oldest fucker. Can I say that?
That's fine.
Yeah, sorry.
I know the feeling.
I don't know if you just shut down.
No.
I've been.
Let it loose. Let the floodgates of profanity flow.
Yeah. I started the Grocks. I'm thinking it was around 2014. A little fuzzy, but that's probably about right. And we've had several iterations, but
So he has trouble keeping people.
Yeah, write the songs, rhythm guitar, and sing. Yeah.
Okay, cool, cool. We need to talk about employee retention, I think.
Clearly.
High turnover around here. Yeah.
I can see you guys clawing at the door.
A lot of turnover. Having some corporate espionage here. All right. Tell the folks out there where you're going to play for Athfest and when. I mean, I already know, but please tell them.
We're playing tonight at Cine. We're the middle of 3, so we got Beat Up going on at 10. We're at 11, and La Suegra is at 12.
That
we're
is
super stoked. It's going to be
a great show.
Yeah,
I'm going to be there actually, and I can't wait to hear you guys live. I've heard you, on, streaming and saw some videos. And I'm glad to be here. I was going to interview you about a month ago, and I bailed. So
it was one of the best things we've ever done as a band. It was so much fun.
It was fun.
Cool.
Yeah,
and I missed it.
It's
great.
You would have
loved it. Yeah. I got to play at Sweetwater Live. Actually, that's right. You guys got that job about 15 minutes before you're supposed to go on, right? Was there a late notice?
Yeah,
late notice.
Do what you got to be ready.
I have no regrets, but I have no shame either.
You stay ready. You don't have to get ready.
Yeah. So it was a good time, but I think it's gonna be fabulous tonight. I can't wait to see you guys.
And Cine, but can I just give a shout out to the lab? The work
the lab's amazing. It sounds so. It tends to reverberate in here and there, but the sound person. Or persons,
Anderson over there, yep.
They really know what they're doing, and they know how to tame that sound.
Yeah, he does a great job.
I
did a show with a local guy named Johnny Ray, who's got the Ratio podcast.
Johnny Ray at Cine.
I worked with him on the Johnny Ray Live thing that we did for about 5-6 months, a couple years back.
Cool.
And the room was very raw back then, but Nick and Anderson and all the guys over at the lab, they put the money into it. Pam and the board over there, shout out to them for really creating this alternative space that's not just open to all forms, but really put together for live performance.
I agree.
I'm excited about playing it.
Very diverse. Anderson and crew. Anderson's always done our sound, always able to tame the sound, always very technically minded.
He's frighteningly smart.
Yeah, he's a very smart guy. He's frighteningly smart. Might be.
Well, he's getting a PhD in astrophysics or something.
He does.
Yeah,
he does. We've talked science before because that's what I do for a living.
Oh, cool.
But I didn't know that. Very good. Good for him. So, what kind of releases do you have? Albums coming up, stuff like that.
We have. We had our most recent release at the 40 Watt about a month ago. It's a 3-song 7-inch.
Cool.
So we got 2 punk rock burners on one side. That's a cover of the Sonic Strychnine. And our most recent original Songs of Shame and Regret.
Yeah.
And then we re-recorded and mixed She Drags Me, which is kind of a punk country ballad that we put out a few years ago. And it's a we do hanky weeper. Do what now? Two hanky weeper. Yeah, for sure. So we're really excited to have this lineup do that. And it's just played, recorded, mixed, everything better, I think.
It sounded great. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we've got a new track that we're working on now, and hoping to get back in the studio this fall and knock it out with a yeah, we're going to keep up the tradition. The last 2 recordings we did were a cover song and 1 original.
Yeah.
And then we're going to re-record a prior song, because that way I can keep putting out records, but I only have to write 1 song at a time.
Nice.
Beautiful plan.
That's great. You're doing a
look prolific.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know.
I'm really working hard.
Fake it till you make it.
That's one song. You know,
that's
and then
my,
most of my songs
motto.
are like 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
So, you know.
That's beautiful.
Easy.
The Sonics. You guys actually know about the Sonics. You're covering one of their songs.
I love the song.
Yeah. The Witch, Strychnine. He's Waiting.
Every song's a hit.
Yeah, they were amazing, and so that's a garage rock influence. That I guess that's an influence there. You guys ever listen to Back from the Grave, stuff like that? Pebbles.
Pebbles.
Yeah.
The
Nuggets
comp.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So what are leads into what are your influences collectively or individually here on why you do this?
I would say what the Grocks do as a baseline foundation is going to be mid-'60s garage rock, both of the English and American garage persuasion, and then mixed with the real heaviness of the mid-'70s, like early New York punk and Detroit punk, like the Stooges and stuff like that. That's really the thrust of what we do.
MC5 and all that.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's so cool.
That's
Love
the
it.
thrust. But the nice thing is, and we've had several band members over the years, but every time there's a turnover, there's something else that comes into it. So, I feel like we really can go everything from like a really melodic, poppy, psychedelic part of that '60s stuff that we're talking about, all the way through to like a Dead Boys style.
We have a pretty
punk rock,
diverse lineup right now. As far as like, we have a pretty diverse lineup as far as our like musical backgrounds and stuff between us right now.
I mean, the cover that we're gonna do next is a Flaming Groovy song.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's we amp it up a little bit.
A little bit. we tend to we make it
we
our
get
own.
excited.
We
just get excited.
We don't know how to not grockify.
That's true.
So it just happens.
And it's really great. I mean, in the last month or two, it just really feels like we've just sort of locked in as a unit. Like, it's like I come out of like that early '80s punk kind of thing, and it's like that whole like stop on a dime, give you 9 cents change, and go. We have that. We play with that level of precision, but we're not precious about it. It's not math rock, but it's precise in its execution, and it's very dynamic and really fun.
What's actually really fun is when we're about 93% on. That's when I think we're at our best.
It's like when your 9 volt starts dying just a little bit.
Quite, but it's just like just
get
having
some
some
that little
fun,
off is
man.
the passion.
It's
just
the
magic.
Exactly. It's like it's just we're just trying too hard. Just trying a little too hard. It's fine.
Let's try a little less hard.
It's great. It's great. Are you guys planning to be on the road anytime soon, going out of town?
We're mostly adults with jobs
like that. I know the feeling.
The one exciting thing, and this sounds like ridiculous, but we've been, the Grocks have been a thing for a little over 10 years now, and finally, we just yesterday booked our first Atlanta show. It's like impossible to get into that freaking town. So we're going to be playing Boggs Social in September 5th.
September 5th, Boggs Social.
And that for us to make it to Atlanta on a Friday night after work, that's a
awesome.
big freaking deal.
I know.
You know what I mean?
So the whole after work thing.
Exactly.
I gotta have a job. Oh boy. It's
tough.
I feel you. I feel you. Do y'all have anything else to say?
I mean, geez, you want me to get on a soapbox? I can go, but no, I'm just kidding.
Nobody
wants to hear that. I promise you.
It's gonna be if you like punk rock music and getting your heart beat up.
Oh get the beat up going. Yeah. Well, can you tell us what sort of socials you're on, internet? How people can find you?
I have divested myself of socials.
So we are on Spotify, and you can find us in all the other streaming music. iTunes, Amazon, Deezer, or whatever the fuck that thing is. All of them. We've got a YouTube channel. So we've got
Bandcamp.
Bandcamp. Yeah, actually, I should have said that first because Bandcamp actually pays us a little bit every time you buy something.
Bandcamp will deliver to you.
Yeah, so do the Bandcamp. That's the cool thing. You can also get our T-shirts on Bandcamp, and you can buy our actual physical 7-inch records.
Yeah, we didn't even mention that.
We will mail them to you. Our recording is in fact a 7-inch vinyl piece of physical property.
Physical media.
Yeah, physical media.
It's
really
cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So folks, 10 o'clock tonight, Cine. Show starts. It's going to be fabulous. Beat up. Grocks and La Suegra.
Yeah. It's like a Latin ska thing.
Yeah, they're fun. I really loved what I saw yesterday.
Looking forward to seeing them.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show. Again, the Grocks here. See them tonight.
Yeah, man. Good night, y'all. Happy Athfest.
Hey everybody, we're the Grocks.
Love
Hi.
Woo, that was a crazy, like, hour and a half right there.
It was an avalanche of interviews.
Avalanche of
great
interviews.
people. Again, I'm Steve Houston, JOKERJOKERtv.
I'm Mux Blank.
Athfest 2025. This is Mux Blank, the man himself.
And we have a special guest that came in here at the last minute, Chris McKay. Thank you for joining us.
Yes,
and
thank you.
he's just hanging out with us. What do you think?
I don't know what is happening. Last I checked, I was sitting at home, and I was suddenly face to face with a guy that I saw on My Name Is Earl.
Yep.
And then you told me to sit here.
Yep. That's
so
how it goes.
I don't know what the hell is happening.
That's what happened. That's how this show goes.
Well,
that's how we operate.
Well,
I don't know.
Chris, Athfest is happening this weekend. There's a bunch of cool stuff to go see. Bands on stages out in the street. Bands at all the clubs in town. I mean, it's going to be amazing.
Isn't it like really hot?
It is really
Yeah,
hot out
it's
there.
so
it's
drink
your water.
Drink your water.
Rest.
Wear a hat. It's going to be worse tomorrow.
Jasmine had this little
She had a fan.
handheld
What a
fan,
smart lady.
and I was
What a
just like
smart
so
lady.
jealous. Oh boy! So that's our show for today. We did have one or two artists that couldn't make it last minute, kind of thing. Maybe we'll get them to come in tomorrow. We want to. Let's see. I don't even remember who all did we talk to?
Talked to the Grocks. We talked to Slightly Famous,
Cardinal DK,
Ashes to Omens,
Who
Vassar Blondes.
Yes, Vassar Blondes.
Everybody was fabulous. What a great time.
Was that everybody? Did we miss anybody?
Yeah, no, I got everybody.
That's everybody. Okay. All right. It just seemed like like the whole crowd was here for just a few minutes there, and it just got chaotic.
If you're one of those folks that we interviewed, thank you for being patient.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
So let's see what's happening tonight. We got on the main stage starting. It started at 5 o'clock, so it's already going. What time is it right now? We got about 8:30.
It's almost 8:30.
So you got T. Hardy Morris might still be on the main stage. You've got Johnny Falloon, which is starting
Incredible.
right now.
Oh, we're gonna miss
over
it.
over at the
Johnny Falloon
Hull
is a
Street.
revelation. They remind me a little bit of
so
King
good.
Gizzard and the King
really?
Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard,
Ah.
mixed with early '70s krautrock, like frickin' I'm on Duel 2, which I love. That's like
I don't know,
something
everybody
I'm
hit that
fascinated
train.
with. Well, Can came from
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Tangerine Dream.
You know who they kind of remind me of? The Birthday Party.
They do, and I fucking
Yeah.
love the
You know
birthday,
the Birthday Party?
Yeah, Nick Cave's first
yeah,
band.
that it's like I mean I love Nick Cave. I
The
love everything.
Destroyers of Civilization.
But the Birthday Party was just this thing.
Oh.
This thing that just gets to your heart.
Yeah,
You're like, yeah.
No. They exploded. They exploded all over you, into you, and then they disappeared. And then Nick Cave, of course, went on to do the bad.
But anyways,
scenes.
Johnny Falloon.
Amazing.
We're gonna miss it, unfortunately. But go out to that right now if you're watching this and you're making it down there. Go. That's the Hull Street stage. After them, we've got the Silent Disco on the Hull Street, and then on the main stage, we've got Upchuck is going to be getting up there next.
Nice.
So that's and then that'll be, I guess the let's see. After that is the Club Crawl.
Right.
So are you going out, Chris? Are you going to go see anything?
I landed here. I'm going to see what happens between here and wherever I disappear and reappear again.
Is there anything specific that you really hope to get?
Hearing the Grocks just now made me really want to see what they're up to.
Yeah.
It's a Cine. Cine
Yeah,
10
at the
o'clock.
lab, which, the sound there is fucking incredible.
Yeah. Oh,
for
they've
sure,
got
for
lovely
sure.
air conditioning.
But the sound there is just—I can't believe the sound in that little room, man.
Oh yeah,
it's beautiful to play, and we've played there.
Yeah,
and I'll be there tonight to check out the Grocks, Beat Ups opens, and then Le Sigre. And just three great bands.
And you're not really doing Athfest this year, but you've done it in the past, right?
Yes, I've
many times.
Done it a few times over the years. Yeah. I may be around with a camera, taking some photos.
Yeah,
cool.
So we'll see. I want to just see what happens.
Yeah.
Just like this. This
Yeah,
wasn't
exactly.
supposed to be happening.
Yeah, this wasn't supposed to happen.
And then
you were here, so I was like,
and it
did.
did. So that's my philosophy.
The universe spoke.
And I mean, the next 2 days we're here at ATHICA. ATHICA was very gracious in letting us set up here. and so that we had air conditioning during our set here. And so we really appreciate ATHICA and all of our sponsors, of course. But you know, if you're out there and you're like, oh, I wanna come over and check it out, you can come over. We're not really open to the public for this, but we kind of are. And tomorrow and the next day, Saturday and Sunday, we don't have as many interviews. Today was the busy interview day, you know, and so starting tomorrow, me and you are going to go out and do the Street Food Raiders.
The second episode of Street Food Raiders tomorrow. Mux and I are going to try 5 food trucks that are at Athfest. And that's going to be enough to make us suffer, and you're going to enjoy that. We were going to do 10 in one day, and that the suffering was going to be S tier, but we're not going to do that. Just 5. It'll be good enough. And we're just going to rate the food. I think it's all going to be fabulous. You know, it's just, are we going to be fabulous? We are until we suffer, and even then we're going to be fabulous. So check it out.
This is our, like, you know, food eating, you know, kind of podcast idea. And so we were like, hey, you know, all the food trucks and all the food vendors here at Athfest, we might as well do one. So
people love seeing that. They like, you know, a good mythical morning and Charlie where they're tasting stuff and they're eating Carolina Reaper peppers. If I find a Carolina Reaper pepper tomorrow, I will eat it, and you will get to see me suffer because, oh my God.
Good. But we were talking to Mary, the director of Athfest, when we had her on the show a couple weeks ago, and she was talking about how nobody found the food court last year, so we wanted to kind of like pinpoint it a little bit, focus on it this year.
Give some love to the local businesses.
You are braver than many that I know.
No, I'm more foolish than many you know, because I will just
that's not bravery.
I'm the fool tarot card. I'm that guy walking off the cliff with his little dog. Poor little dog.
So let's see. I don't know. Was there anything else we need to mention?
I think we're good.
Is it time?
Yeah. Is it?
You got a few videos
We're
too?
see
Okay,
videos.
so we'll kind of end it with a couple videos after this.
Peace out.
Thank you, Chris, for joining us for a split second. It was awesome to have you on. Maybe at some point we'll get you on. We'll talk in depth.
That would be cool when there's a point.
Yeah.
Well.
Hey. The point today was you were here.
Awesome.
We dragged you over.
And I believe some points may be upcoming, so that's
exactly.
good.
Yeah. We've been talking, so we'll see. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good Athfest.
Have a good
Athfest. We'll see you tomorrow at 6:30.
Take care of each other.
I don't know what it is, dog. I feel like I just got a lot on my chest, though. Been in my journal, in my bag, and on my mic. So, I'ma spit it. Can't wait another second, I'ma go and spit it. I'm blocking blessings, feeling shame for how I'm living. The stress of failed relationships can turn you to a villain. On top of situations from day to day we concealing. This shit is vicious. I'm saying keep your distance. You seem suspicious and better non-committed. Rather focus on the fiction. I ain't got the time to mention. So keep your distance. If you ain't paid attention and left me with decision to say fuck your comprehension. To love myself and shower me with my vision. You may have held me out, but I think God is why you did it. It's like players trading teams. I think it's best that we admit. Just might find your golden state. That's what I made from Georgia clay. Dreams of curry on the plate and extra green for the safe. And trill oasis every day. That's adjacent to the basis that I pray and grind for every day. Impatient motivation mixed with latent trials or colder place with shoulder shakes. I guess it's how a soldier's made. So throw the shade. Your chick gon' feed me frozen grapes. Like fuck I'm supposed to say. Keep your distance, COVID safe. I know that we just voted, but keep fighting till your soul is safe. And that is no cliche. Don't know who gon' see grave. The surface will keep slave. Check the check, meet Dave. You'll spot me, things gon' change. And chimes will make big bank. And make filet little steak. Then take vacay with bait. I swear I need that break. Like KD come back flame. For you that's one bad day. A check that's in my name. And yo bitch in my range. Nah, let me stop, man. I don't want your girl, dog. But look though, this the the product of a coin and a fountain of all our wishes. My logic is a manifestation, hope y'all listen. My victory, I zigzag, zig, forgiving. I cipher now and then, this was meant from the beginning. And it ain't no regrets, these is lessons turned to winning. The foundation of a prophet ain't about an image, it's about how you step up, surpassing all your limits. It ain't how you fall, it's how you get back up and finish. So I've been trying to find my way, cause I've been stuck up in the middle. In my left hand there's a weapon, in my right hand there's a pencil. Chances is I got it tough, watch out dog, I'm mental. I never froze up when it's clutch, you took the L. I wrote the times this life will have you down. And then you up again, make some flips and move around. And then you stuck again, nigga, straighten up your crown. And lift your fucking chin, make them niggas ask you how. And do that shit again.
And do that shit again. And then you do that shit again. And do that shit again.
Thank you.